You know, if I was to give any worthwhile advice about over 900 videos and what they mean, if they're consistent, if they're concrete, if they're true, or they're random, are they chaotic, are they logical, you would be describing God. Because what one learns really is, using this profound, unbelievable, infinite possibility mind that stretches into the boundless, but can also be so stifled that it feels enclosed by a simple human body. Without that mind, none of this takes place. Mind has to be there at some point. Even in death, mind is hovering. Mind is waiting for a new chance, a new opportunity. Not saying what happens after death. Not saying what happened before death. Not saying what is actually happening now. Because you know what? One thing that is absolutely accurate, 100% confirmed, and will always be the same confirmation, is that God, or consciousness, whatever you're a religious person or an atheist, whatever you want to call it, Brahman, absolute source, that God is so powerful, it is so infinitely always one step ahead, that it will continue to give you the mind answers. And when the mind thinks, wow, yeah, I can speak about it now. I have the information. I have experienced that most profound state beyond I, beyond consciousness. So therefore, one knows only the mirror exists. And in the very next step, the mirror is blown away by God. That angle is chopped. The one thing that is permanent, that is absolutely accurate, is that God is so infinite, so undescribable, so unknowable. And you can experience that. Momentary dissolution of the ego and all these stuff. You are experiencing it right now. But your mind is not really focused on that right now. Whatever your mind's attention is on is what is taking place for you, that person, that soul, that spirit, whatever thing you are. And it's really of no concern to God. Because God really only provides birth. And then you're ignored, you're pushed aside. There you go, you got your reward, you got birth. So you're a floating entity, a floating part of God, a floating thought, a floating spatial awareness, whatever we want to come up with the terms. And that's about it. And as this floating awareness, we're looking for something that we know exists, but we simply can't put our finger on it. In fact, we can't put our spirit on it. We can't put our soul on it. Although we touch it every day, we cannot give 100% confirmation of what it is. So the one thing that you know, the only thing that you know, and you know nothing about anything except the experience that comes and how you translate it and how you share it and how you discuss it. So every human being, including spirits, masters, gurus, atheists, homeless, are experiencing whatever it is that is appearing in front of them at that time. It could be enlightenment, it could be a simple shivering body on a street with no food. Because the mind is so vast, the mind is unbelievably reflecting God. So what is it that you know? That God is always in its stillness. How can you put a point on stillness? How can you put a point on permanence when it keeps moving? It will change and change and change and change and grow and reduce and expand. It will do everything in its infinite possibilities to avoid you discovering it. You or anyone else. And the universe can be classed as God, and the universe will do exactly the same to any scientist, any human being. It will continue to throw up new ventures. Just when you think you're there, bang, another one comes. And this is experienced in human life. This is totally experienced in human life. Every day is totally different. You don't know what to expect every day. You think you're getting there. You think your business is going to hit that £1 million, and then something happens and it falls immediately, and then next day £2 million. Incredible. Without a warning, without anything. And we, as human beings, we can continue to try and stop environmental change and remove pandemics and all that stuff. And that's great, let's do our bit. Let's do what we can as human beings. But God will make the decision. God, consciousness will continue. And if it's like something, I'm in front, says God. I give birth to you. You come behind, right? You keep looking for me. And just when you get close, he moves a bit further. And when he's moving further, he's roller coasting through more birth. And there's birth falling in front of you. There's birth falling behind you. There's continual birth, continual moving entities of emotional senses. What life is for one human being is an essence. Just a simple essence. I mean, I'm calling it God, but you can call it life. Life is so powerful, you will never understand it. Never ever understand it. It's always one step ahead. It's not looking back to make sure you're okay. It's just moving through, giving birth, giving birth, giving birth, giving birth. Constantly evolving species, constantly changing species. Humans are just another species. But we have this mindset that can make us so close to God. The maggots and the slugs, they're well behind, We're so close. And that's the frustrating bit for any seeker. They'll go through life experiencing profound shifts, profound overwhelming joy, bliss, profound suffering, profound illness, and a profound transcending death. And when it's dead, what happens? Consciousness just picks you up again, recycles you, and you're born into something else. Some star, some leaf on a tree, some cloud. It's not important, you see, because that's the ego, that's the mind trying to say, well, that's something I do know. There's a reincarnation. No, you don't know nothing. That is liberation. I don't know nothing except that whatever it is that has brought me here, whether it's a God, whether it's a spirit, whether it's life, whether it's Brahman, absolute consciousness, is so powerful. And I know. That's all I know. And that is powerful to know. Because there's nothing one can do to seek out God. There's lots of things one can do as human beings to make our life comfortable, to make our life beautiful, to make our life loving. But we fail to do that also. The one thing we can do is look after each other, and we fail to do that also. One thing we can do is look after our body and ourself, but we fail to do that also. Because always looking, always seeking to find something far more superior than what is here right now. And that is what this speaker means when you say everything is as it is. Everything is okay as it is now. Until we change it, until we try and improve it, until we try and prevent it, until we try and create it, until we try and build it, until we try and seek it out. This is just a human world. It may be an illusion. It may be truth. It may be reality. Who cares, really? Who cares? What cares about what is going to happen when the body goes? What is going to happen the next moment? Life doesn't care. Because life is giving birth. That's what life does. It gives rewards, gifts. Look, if you want to be here, I can give you it. What you do with it after that, entirely up to you. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up at the end. I'll pick you up and I'll put you back into that pot, that infinite pot of life, infinite pot of God, infinite pot of love. So that's all the speaker knows after 900 and odd videos. And that's what I want to leave you with. There's nothing that you can know about anything except that what drives this is so powerful, it will never reveal itself. Never reveal itself fully. It will always move away. It will always show you things, reveal things, create revelations, create wondrous, infinite moments of bliss and joy, always throwing new words at you or new identities at you. And mind is the doer. You see, mind is the one that throws all these things. God gives the command and mind does it. Consciousness gives the command, mind does it. To keep you off the track. Because when you're off the track, you're here. When you're off the track, you're here. You're present. You are living a simple, basic life. Loving, caring, and in love with everything. Until you want something else. As Papa G says, till you want something more. Till you desire to find God. Till you desire to be rich. Till you desire to be some sort of celebrity, some famous entity. And then you're on the track. Then you're on that track, you're looking, you're searching, you're seeking, you're inquiring, questions arise, answers have to be found, and then you're on the track. Always thinking you're going to find what you're looking for, and you never find it. You never find it totally. Sounds like I'm some sort of protester on a box, arms flailing and everything, but you know what? It's so liberating to say, I don't know. This I that speaks simply does not know. Even the other I, the pure I, does not know. Because God is infinite change. Infinite moving, essential essence of change. Still moving. Still but moving. Let go of your knowledge, let go of your wisdom, let go of all the things that you've inherited, and be reborn as in a sense that nothing spiritual, nothing religious. Just start again every day. Start again, and try and just accept things for what they are. Accept the illness when it comes, because we all have it. You know, we're ill when we look for something that we think we don't have. We are life. We are God. But we cannot accept this movement, this change. We cannot accept that life changes on its own. We cannot accept that we cannot control life. We cannot accept, have trust, and have faith that this is all there is. I am that I am. Finishes you off. I am that I am. What else to say? What else to know? What else to be? I love you all immensely. I love life. I love God because it's such a joker, such a trickster, such a wise, intelligent source that it always gives you something, but not that amount that you think you need, because when you get that amount, you're dead. God is dead. God's been rumbled. Who wants to find out who gives infinite life? The moment you find out who gives infinite life goes. No one wants that. So good luck. Be still. Accept movement. Have trust and have faith that what is taking place for you. You were given this reward, given this gift, given this breath, given this simple, basic planet. Just live on it. Live on it freely, because you are free. You are perfectly precious. You are such a gem. Everything that falls off God or consciousness has to be pure until it starts scraping along the ground, begging and looking for something that will never be found. I finished with a poem. God bless you. Have a great life. I love you. Namaste Om.